What's most practical in life to defend oneself, do you think?
I think I would then ask, because if we're talking a kid or an adult or a surgeon, right? I would
Right.
I would then ask other exploratory questions to say, well, where are you at in life currently? What situations may you find yourself in? What are you able to commit to training time, right? Because that's
Hmm.
going to play a lot into it. I run my clinics that I run myself. Martial art of wrestling is what I've coined them to be. It's under Get Thai Fit. I run them out of a Krav Maga studio in town, Jaguar Self Defense, with Jesse Beebe owns it. And I've seen some of his classes, and my fiance has done some Krav Maga at some other places. I think for, say, an average person on the street, ju- doing a little bit of jujitsu to understand if someone is on top of you, because if you're a woman, more than likely it'll be a larger man that's coming after you.
Yeah.
You're not going to outstrength them. It's going to have to be something else, right? Using their energy against them. So having something where we're on our back in a bad situation is going to be beneficial. Having a proficiency in some strikes, not to go beat someone up, but to get distance
Hmm.
from the attacker, right?
Right.
I think that becomes vitally important. Some good martial art of wrestling to ultimately do the same thing. I don't want to get taken down. I want to get space between me and my attacker and get out of the situation, right? The fight you don't
Gotcha.
have is the best fight. So then, where I do like Krav Maga as an idea for exactly what you said of the scenarios of practicality. So, of the techniques, what's the best techniques? I would say to an average person, you're not going to practice any techniques enough to be proficient at them because that's
Uh,
relatively difficult.
right.
So then I think, how do we do the most for the least amount of time? How do you defend yourself, equip yourself with the most potential defensibility versus an average assailant? Well, your average assailant probably isn't trained, and but he's probably a bigger or multiple, and it's probably in the real
Or
world.
drunk or on
Or
PCP, right? Yeah,
yeah, no,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's what you're dealing with. So
yeah.
then I like the idea of maybe it's not the best techniques. We could argue that, which whatever. But certainly the best scenario training would be a high level Krav Maga, self defense, MMA studio that would maybe talk about a self defense scenario.